Well, thank you. Thank you, Craig, hostess with the mostest. I appreciate you. And hi, Faith. Hi, Melody. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Deborah. Hi, my son. Hi, Lisa Marie. My lovely wife's not with me today. She's out doing some kind of shopping or something. And for the daily wisdom, I'm just going to throw it out there. What is there a subject that you guys would like to talk about in the daily wisdom today? You guys know me. I can definitely come up with anything, but if you guys you have a certain subject or something that you would like to talk to about, Melody was like, "Hey, will the posting pilot have an app?" That's pretty interesting.
I got it. I got it.
Okay, guess who's here?
I don't have Ezra, by the way, so
Uh,
Ta-da!
he's sleeping.
Uh,
Hi, Sandy. Listening mode. My computer decided to get updated. Okay. Hi, Dustin. You got a subject you want to talk about? Hey, okay. So the daily wisdom for today, since no one's got a, oh, did someone put anything in here, Craig? I didn't see.
Let me double check. Sorry, I was trying to look for something for an idea here. Uh, no, just
How
questions
long will
about.
posting pilot be under construction? Constantly. Constantly. It's like with all the new stuff that's constantly coming out and new ideas and new stuff. Uh yeah, constantly. Yeah,
No,
I
I
think
I
that
moved the virals away, Lisa Marie, because I'm rewriting them all by hand and doing it that way. I rebuilt like the entire way the prompt structure worked because it was kind of getting confused through the weekly plans. There's just so many things that are happening, and there's a lot of rewriting that was happening in the background that was messing up the viral templates. So instead of letting you guys spend money on them, I just put it under construction until I fixed that feature completely, because CDAN's videos are like, those viral templates are the most expensive videos to make. They're like $3 or $4 a video. So I don't want you guys to spend your credits on them, if halfway through, because I've been funding that myself, trying to figure it out, and you guys have been going crazy with it, but now I can't do that anymore. So at this stage, it's just easier just to shut it down while I fix them today than it is to subsidize all of those renders. But the UGC creator, the content studio, and the weekly planner, all of that works and is there. So yeah.
excellent. Thanks for the update, Matt. So, hi Deborah Grady, hi Sarah, hi Star, hi Dustin. Thank you guys for all being on here. And so Melody dropped a neat little subject in here. Are you living by default or design?
Ooh,
Yeah, I love that. And it's so funny because Terry and I have talked about that Melody and I have talked about that all the time. And it sort of goes with yesterday, what we talked about. Because one of the things that people don't realize that they do all day, every day is again, if you really, really, really plan a 2 week vacation or a weekend vacation more than your whole entire life, it's your mindset, your heart set is going to constantly go into default mode. You know what I mean? I used to tell a joke all the time is how many people, have ever been able to do their job or do what they do on a daily basis, and they could literally do it asleep. You know what I mean? It's like some people take the same route back and forth to work. And it's like, how many of you would be willing to admit that you were driving and then all of a sudden you got to where you were going and then you don't remember driving there? You know what I mean? So I think that's sort of like the thing that we talked about with drifting, right? Is we just get into this thing where we constantly do the same thing over and over and over again. And it's just what we do as far as comfort, but we also do that because uh, comfort and again, it has nothing to do with design. It's just what you do in default. And so one of the things that's very unique is some of the stuff that we brought up in the past is when you really design your life. And a neat analogy that I haven't used in a long, 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 long time is that, if you really were going to put your imagination way out there, and let's say that you're going to build a home of your dreams, right? You actually were going to go to an architect, and to show you guys how high tech things are getting now, there's actually places that you can go to and not only, have an architect draw blueprints on your home, but they now have these studios that you can go to, and they will actually laser there's actually lasers in the air. And so when you walk into a room, it'll actually have the blueprint of the whole floor that you're on. And it'll actually have the dimensions of exactly where the walls are, where the closet is, where the hallways are. So you literally can do a virtual walkthrough of your home before it goes into construction.
Amazing.
Wouldn't that be amazing? So now, like, you walk in, you go, wait a minute, I don't think this bedroom should be here, or this bedroom's not big enough. And it's like, well, what do you want it to be? And they just do a little typing and it just moves the lasers that are on the floor and where they are. And, so it's really, really crazy an imagination of how well you could design. So I always tell people, if you were going to build a dream home, where is it going to be located? You know, are you a mountain person? Are you a sea person? Are you a lake person? Where is that house going to be designed? And it's easy to understand that, but then it's a different place when you start to think about, okay, so how would you design your life? The wonderful becoming, when we talk about the science of getting rich, and all those books that are like that, it always talks about, who do you want to become? What is the design behind that? And again, a lot of people always will not do it because they clump it into that big one elephant thing, right? We always had this tendency of going, oh my God, I need to lose 100 pounds. And it just sounds like too much. It's like, wow, this is going to take forever. But it doesn't seem like it takes forever when you start losing a pound every couple of days. That you just start seeing this little thing, and it is amazing when you start doing that, that when your mind does see that you're getting some kind of small results, it does really, really, if you reward yourself, it just starts compounding. You know what I mean? You're like, well, I could do this, or I could do this, and so that's such a great subject, Melody. Thank you for bringing that up, because the more detailed that you become and who you want to become and where you want to go and what you want for your life to be like is really, really the key. Because now, like yesterday, now what are you excited about? You know what I mean? You're actually excited about this design that you're doing. And for me, honestly, it always is based around, how many people I want to serve, how many people that I want to put into a community, how many people that I want to go out there and actually be doing something that actually alters and changes their life. Well, one thing for me, now that I've done it so long, is that I get this compounding from people that reach out to me that, I'll wish them a birthday. Can you imagine that? So I'll reach out to them, and every year I do something different. I add on to what I did before. And so I can see how many times I've left them a birthday message, but I can see their responses, and I also can see what I added, what I took away. And so now that I've done that, it's amazing the people that have reached out to me over the years, and they're just like, hey, listen, I was at a really bad place in my life, and I never really, really told you that your birthday message really meant a lot to me. And so when I thanked you for the birthday message, you then told me about your YouTube channel, and I went to your YouTube channel, and I seen this video that really inspired me. And I'm not doing, the network marketing company that you're with, but I'm doing this. and that got me to do this and do this and do this. And it's really, really fun because now all of a sudden you constantly got these people that you've been planting seeds in for years, and then that starts compounding. So again, if you looked at your entire life and you just said what it's again going back to um, the 6 phase meditation is what how much time do you spend on a day-to-day basis, thinking about your life 3 years from now? 3 years from now, what does your life look like? You know what I mean? Where are you? What kind of places are you going to visit? What are you going to look like? What are you going to feel like? Because when I still do my meditation every morning, with the washed by the word, it's still, my mind just clicks when it says, you haven't lived your best days yet. You still haven't, had your very best days on this planet yet. And I'm like going, hell yeah, that's awesome. I'm looking forward. I'm excited about living days that are better than the days that I've already had. So I hope that helped you guys. So yeah, it's funny, Melody, that you brought that up. You okay?
Who knows?
Feel sorry for you. You don't need to feel sorry for her. No, you just keep coughing. So anybody else got anything?
Actually, I found something that maybe you could go over, Robert.
Sure.
Stuff that matters, stuff you can control, and what you should focus on, meaning what's in the middle. I can show you. I've got a graphic of that.
Yeah. Go ahead and show that. Well, the thing I love most about you, Craig, and Melody, and of course a lot of the people that hung around, there's so many things that that we've talked about over the years. So this is what a great graphic. Shit that matters, shit you can control. And what you should focus on. The stuff in the middle, huh?
Yeah.
Um, it is pretty interesting because I had a conversation with my older son today, and he was talking about Ryder, his oldest son. His birthday's a day before Ezra's, and so he'll be 12 or 13.
You got me.
I don't know. He was born in 2014, so if someone is better at math. But one of the things that we're talking about is he's got a son and a daughter. So he's got Ryder, and then he's got Olive. And so what's really amazing is that Ryder is more like my youngest son, Kyle. You know what I mean? So he's always trying to get Ryder, his son, not his daughter, his son, to let wouldn't you like to go camping? Wouldn't you like to go shooting? Wouldn't you like to go do archery? Wouldn't you like to, ride motorcycles? Wouldn't you like to ride go-karts? Wouldn't you like to do all this stuff? And it's like, nah. No. Olive, his daughter, loves doing that stuff. And so he says, he's constantly, Ryder's like, nah, I'm not interested in learning how to shoot a bow. I'm not interested in going hiking out in the middle of nowhere, hunting stuff. But Olive wants to go.
We'll take her and stop asking him.
You know what I mean? And so me and him were talking about that. And it's
Yeah,
like,
me and Ryder are going to connect a lot. I mean, that's in general. Like when he visited last time with us, he was like blown away. Because if you see what my office looks like and just how much tech stuff I have in this house, I just went and got the groceries and my car drove me there and back. I can't wait to show him that. His dad's going to be so upset because my older brother just is like, full self-driving is for idiots. And I'm like, good luck trying to drive 10 years from now.
Yeah. It's like he would like a vehicle that's old and makes a lot of noise and probably not very reliable.
We've had a Camaro too.
Yeah.
And out of the two cars, I would pick the Tesla every time.
Mm-hmm.
I love my Tesla.
But
Love my Tesla.
so the reason that I brought that up is that it is pretty interesting, and you guys all know this already, but it's great to talk about, Craig. Thanks for bringing it up. If people really, really watched how much they were not happy and fulfilled in life and really had a great day because of all the stuff that they don't have control of, that they would like it to go a certain way. You know what I mean? Because I see people all the time, is as soon as you ask them how things are going, they'll usually say something to you that they don't have control over. Do you guys ever notice that? They'll go, hey, how's everything going? Well, this damn thing or this damn thing. What I love is, Terry and I are a little older, but we never ever thought that we'd get up in the morning and say good morning and have a hug and kiss, and then the first thing we talk about is the weather. It's like, I don't know. Well, of course we take the Goldens, Dex and Leo. We take them for a walk, but immediately is like, what's going on with the weather? What's the weather doing? Is it windy? And so it was pretty funny. Terry got up today and she decided not to take her jacket because it was hot yesterday. Well, it was cool this morning. So now she's sharing, and it's like, we really have a tendency of looking at things that are out of our control. And most people don't, they spend too much time being annoyed by things that are out of their control. And it's like for a person each and every day, just to be grateful instead of unrealistic expectations. It's like it's just very, very, I guess, again, it's one of those things that you got to be aware of. And then the other thing is I guess the other circle, I've never seen that graphic like that before, but then they were talking about the big circle where people are talking about shit that matters. Well, I guess what he's saying there is, does everything matter? Sometimes we can look at stuff and just go like Terry, when we're helping other people and they're telling us what they're going through. And it was pretty easy for Terry to say, well, if you got someone that doesn't enjoy it and doesn't want to go and someone that does it, that sounds pretty simple.
Pretty simple. Stop asking him.
But it's like there could be things in
It's for driving an electric car.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I should never have brought up my older son. That's where shit you can't control.
Where? Who?
And so the one thing that's very, very crazy is that we can say that for other people, but then when you look at them, then they'll tell you the things that they think should happen and things that they can't control, and it's a big deal to them. See, if you just said to someone, well, listen, then don't do that. And it's like, well, no, that means a lot to me. I want that to change. It's like, well, you can't change it. It's out of your control. And it's like, no, I'm going to spend my rest of my life changing it. So, anything you'd like to add to that?
I had my first speeding ticket in my Camaro, Sandy. I had a Camaro Z28 and I was going through Yellowstone Park, West Yellowstone, and got pulled over. My very first speeding ticket in that thing. It had the T-tops, which it would cook you out. I mean, one side of me was all burnt up and the other side, because I was driving it. But yeah, not as fun as my Tesla. But not funner.
It had the T-tops like Smokey and the Bandit, Burt Reynolds T-tops and the Trans Am. Oh my God, that's crazy. So yeah, there's our subjects for today. So I love and appreciate you guys very, very much. You guys always know that you can reach out to me if you have a subject that you would like me to handle. We can also We'll have fun tomorrow with the breakthroughs. Craig will cover that. But I love and appreciate you, Sarah, Star, Dustin, Faith, Melody, Shelley, Deborah, Matthew, Lisa Marie, Deborah Grady, Sandy, and Hostess with the Mostess. I think Lisa Marie, did I say her name already? It's because her picture popped on. And then and my incredible wife, Terry. So love you guys and talk to you soon. Bye for now. Have a great day.